Sharpine, Columbia, and certainly into Springfield. You know, folks, disaster can strike, many times with very little time to prepare. And as severe storms ramp up this week, now is the time more than ever to have a plan in place.
Yep, joining us now, this is Scott Teel. Now, he's with Agility Recovery Solutions. They help families and businesses recover after disasters. But Scott, you said that you also do a lot of work with preparing families. What is the #1 thing that you would say families can do right now to prepare for the week ahead?
Well, Reynolds mentioned it earlier. I think talking with your family and developing a plan now is the best thing you can do. And it's as simple as sitting around the kitchen table or the dinner table and talking about where you would go, how you would communicate, and what to do should either a flood or severe weather impact your home.
Scott, you know, one thing I gotta ask you about it, and we touched on this last hour. In terms of the American Red Cross, you are not only a volunteer member, you've also helped prepare people. You know, you've seen the aftermath, you've helped people prepare for them. If people are going to prepare in their own homes with, say, a kit, what would you recommend should be in this kit?
Well, anyone you speak to, from FEMA to the Red Cross, is going to tell you 3 things: food, water, and critical medical supplies. But also you need to think about others in your family that may have special needs, like infants, small children, and your pets, and make sure that you have supplies for them as well. They tell you that as a standard to have 72 hours of supplies for those things. But also we try to tell people to also consider having some cash on hand. After a major storm, sometimes power is out and communications could be cut, so having a little bit of cash on hand in order to buy some meals or basic supplies is also a smart choice.
Well, okay, well, we have the kit in place. What about making a plan? I mean, is that something that people really need to think about?
Absolutely, especially if you have children and especially if you haven't practiced it. You'd be surprised at how long it takes for you to gather your family members and find a shelter location within your home, or to evacuate in the case of a fire or flood. So therefore, practicing that plan, developing a known place to go should something bad happen, and then practicing it, that's the best thing you can do to protect your family members.
Okay, Scott Teel, thanks so much for your time this morning. All right, folks, let's send it right back over to, I believe we're going to Kate.
Yeah, Scott, I actually have one more question for you real quick. You know, if you don't have cell phones, you know, a lot of times you lose signal, you lose power. Is there any recommendations that you can make for people and how they can contact each other?
Certainly. A couple things. You want to always have a car charger for your phone, or one of those backup battery chargers, so that you can give that a little bit of juice should the power go out. But also, when a bad storm occurs and lots of people are crowding the cellular networks, you won't be able to make a phone call, but you might be able to send a text message. Okay. Also, smartphones are enabled to receive wireless emergency alerts. So make sure your settings are appropriate to receive those alerts, which can be pushed to your phone in times of severe weather crisis.
Okay. Thank you so much, Scott, for being with us this morning. Let's kind of switch gears here.